Have you ever opened Claude Code only to feel like you're talking to a brand new intern who has no idea what you're working on? You patiently explain your project, only for the AI to recreate files you already have or skip crucial steps because it simply forgot. Claude Code is brilliant, but its memory resets every session, leading to wasted time and duplicated work. If you've ever thought, "Didn't we already do this?" You're not alone. But what if you could give Claude Code a memory, turning it into a reliable coding partner that remembers your project's context every time? Claude Code's lack of memory means it isn't aware of your ongoing project. It doesn't know what's been built, what's still pending, or which tools you've chosen. As a result, it might recreate files, miss dependencies, or forget decisions about your tech stack. Imagine having a helpful assistant who keeps forgetting what you said yesterday. The solution? Give Claude a persistent external memory, a place where it can relearn everything before starting work. This simple change can transform your workflow and eliminate repetitive explanations. The fix is surprisingly simple. Create 4 markdown files that live in your repository. These files act as Claude's memory, storing your project's context. Every session, Claude reads these files before touching a single line of code. The files are PRD, CLAUDE.md, PLANNING.md, and TASKS.md. With this setup, Claude always knows what you're building, how you're building it, and what's next. No more re-explaining or confusion, just smooth, continuous progress. Start with the Product Requirements document, or PRD. This file is your project's narrative compass. It answers 3 key questions. What are we building? Who is it for? Why does it matter now? The PRD should use plain, actionable language and open with a 1-line vision statement. Follow with a clear problem description, a brief on your core users, and a handful of well-structured user stories. Add measurable success criteria, like activation rates or retention goals. Treat the PRD as a stable artifact when scope shifts. Append a dated changelog note instead of silently changing intent. Where the PRD sets intent, Claude.md governs conduct. This file tells Claude how to behave inside your repository. Think of it as a set of codified rituals and guardrails. Start with a purpose line, then define the session workflow. Load planning context, scan tasks, pick one unblocked task, propose changes, await confirmation, implement, and mark completion. Include coding standards, naming conventions, and testing expectations. The most important instruction? Always read Planning.md at the start, check TASKS.md before working, and update TASKS.md as tasks are completed or discovered. Planning.md is the distilled architectural worldview of your project. It rephrases the PRD from an implementation perspective, describing the current architecture, stack choices, primary data models, and critical request flows. This file should always reflect the present reality. Update it whenever decisions change. Avoid dumping brainstorms here. Keep it authoritative and clear. If you need to change direction, update Planning.md first, so Claude always inherits the latest context. TASKS.md is your operational oxygen. It organizes tasks under milestones that reflect value slices, such as setup, data layer, or deployment. Each task should be atomic small enough to complete in a single Claude iteration. Avoid vague verbs. Be specific about what needs to be done. When a task is completed, mark it with a date and a brief note. This file is both your project's roadmap and its history, making progress visible and actionable. Every working session with Claude Code should begin the same way. Instruct Claude to reload the canonical memory by reading Planning.md, Claude.md, and tasks. This ensures Claude always starts with the latest context, reducing errors and confusion. Claude then selects the top uncompleted task, proposes changes, implements upon approval, and marks completion. If it finds missing prerequisites, it proposes and appends them to tasks.md, keeping your backlog honest and up to date. Before ending a session, always snapshot your progress into the behavioral log in Claude.md. A good summary lists tasks completed, files created or modified, key decisions made, and proposed next steps. Over time, CLAUDE.md becomes a chronological narrative of your project, while PLANNING.md remains the architectural present tense, and TASKS.md shows both future trajectory and completed history. If you notice Claude re-implementing files unnecessarily or skipping tests, it's time to tighten your directives in CLAUDE.md or adjust the granularity of your tasks. Think of the 4 files as tunable levers. Clarity in one compensates for ambiguity in another. Regularly review and refine your files to keep your workflow smooth and error-free. With this 4-file framework, you'll notice fewer repetitions, fewer hallucinated rewrites, and cleaner code diffs. Your development cadence becomes calmer and more predictable. Claude Code transforms from a forgetful assistant into a reliable partner, always remembering what the project is about and never redoing completed work. The combination of PRD, Claude.md, PLANNING.md, and TASKS.md gives you a living roadmap of your project. You always know what's been done, what's next, and why each decision was made. This structure not only saves time, but also reduces stress and confusion for everyone involved in the project. Want to get started quickly? You can create ready-to-commit template bundles for different project types. These templates make it easy to set up your 4-file memory system in just a few minutes, ensuring every new Claude Code project starts off on the right foot. With just 4 simple files, PRD, Claude.md, PLANNING.md, and TASKS.md, you can transform Claude Code from a forgetful assistant into a reliable partner. It always remembers your project, never redoes completed work, and follows the same structure every time. Next time you start a Claude Code project, set up this mini memory system first. It takes just 5 minutes and can save you hours of headaches down the road. By adopting this 4-file memory framework, you're not just making your own workflow smoother, you're helping shape the future of AI-assisted software development. Stay updated with the latest in generative AI and keep refining your approach as new tools and best practices emerge. Together, we can build smarter, more reliable AI coding partners.